Welcome to the Pauper Gauntlet. I'm Dan, and I'm playing the first round. I'm playing Chris Weaver's Delver list against something played by Wade Darth. I have a pretty good opening here, Preordain, and then Spellstutter, and then something. I can work with this. He is choosing whether to mulligan. And I'm just waiting here for him to do something. And I preordain. I want more action, ninjas. I don't want the island, but I do want the bone splitter. Maybe that was greedy not taking the island. When I get stuck on 2 mana. Then I'm gonna look to counter or Spellstutter on turn 2. He plays a Guildgate. I'm thinking hexproof or Slivers. Definitely gonna keep counterspell mana up. Now I don't have to. But playing the bone splitter accomplishes very little here. So I think I have to go for the Spellstutter Sprite or the Counterspell. If I play Spellstutter Sprite, I could play Bone Splitter next turn and keep Daze for the counter. Slivers or Hexproof? That's what I think. Hexproof could be a problem. Slivers could be a problem as well. Let's see what he does. Something is happening. Something for 2 mana. And it's a Sliver. Why does he play that now? I don't want him to flash stuff. But where am I going with this? I think I have to ponder my options. Well, this looks pretty good. I want the exclude, the ninja, and the island. I don't want to shuffle. And now I definitely want to resolve a Spellstutter Sprite. To the point where I might actually daze. But if you cast a 3 mana spell, but there are no 3 mana spells in Slivers. But he could have a mana up to counter the daze. Maybe I should have dazed the quick sliver. No, I shouldn't. Because this is the amount of mana I need. My dog is watching a mirror image of herself and playing with it. So she is sounding in the background. There is just nothing. So now I'm going to play the Spellstutter Sprite. And go for the ninja hit. If I find a mana, will I find a mana in 2 cards? I have 14 more islands, right? Maybe that's too much of a gamble. Maybe he's quitting on me. That would be embarrassing. Hi, somewhat dyslexic, who is now watching. What is my opponent doing? There's a quick sliver. And I think that's okay then. So, go for ninja or not? Or Spellstutter Spell stutter 2 mana Sliver sounds a lot better than going for Ninja here. So play the Bone Splitter. And attack. And then I can daze a second 2 mana Sliver. So counter the Lords. What if he doesn't do anything on his turn? Well, then I just do it on my turn. So I can't cast the spells that sprite at the end of his turn. So I'll just equip the Bone Splitter and beat down. And lose my 2 mana. Oh, an exclude even. But I think that is the plan. Now a Ninja isn't very... Oh, of course it works anyway. Okay, so now something shows up that I spell stat there. Then I only have days to protect myself. Quicksliver makes things more complicated. And now I should play a Lord and then play Lord on his turn. And here is a Lord. Spell stuttering a Lord is great value. But now I'm left only to daze. I can't daze him. But I am ahead in the race. So maybe I just exclude here. Or maybe I'm waiting way too long for the Ninja. Okay, and now I have to do it. Hoping to find the land with the Ninja. Please land. Yes. No land. Means a Delver. But now I'm wide open. And maybe I'm not even winning the race anymore. But he can't keep 1 mana open all the time, so I will be able to daze something. There is the make 2 Sliver spell. Virulent Sliver for poisonous. I don't think that will matter. But it's another 2/2. And that guy I'll daze. To prevent his board presence from getting too big. He's at 11, so he's in pretty dire straits. And I can trade the ninja for something now. If my Delver flips, I don't think he has a chance. Two poison counters. I think I'm just keeping up exclude next turn. Flip my Delver, flip! Flip it! Cloud of Fairies, no. I think I'm attacking with the ninja. Which means he has to block with the sliver. And play the Cloud of Fairies. But he doesn't block. That has to be an enormous mistake. But I don't find the land. Cast the Cloud of Fairies. I'm tapping the lands. And just counter Lord here. With what? Maybe with the spell status sprite to get another point of power on the field. But if the Delver flips, it's already over. What about flanking? I don't care about flanking at this point. He knows I have the spell status sprite. Wait a minute, if I spell stutter, I can ninja for 6 points of damage next turn. So I have to spell stutter. Ninja for damage, that's interesting. But yeah, I can. I think I'm good here. Unless he then doesn't do anything now. I have to counter. I can't, if he doesn't do anything, I can't do anything because he can play the reach sliver. And I can't deal with that. So I have to counter that. Stormbound guy seems pretty bad. But I'll consult the sideboard plan when it's time to sideboard, not now. He didn't attack at all. That seems pretty bad. Yes. And that's all she wrote, isn't it? Flanking only works when you're attacking, right? Or does it work when you're defending? He concedes from the game. So let's look at Chris's great sideboard plan. White or green aggro is probably what I'm looking for here. White or green aggro. We are bringing in serrated arrows and coral nets. I don't know about serrated arrows. but they should be able to do something. We are taking out the Gush, 2 Bone Splitters, becoming much more defensive, Stormbound Geist, and 2 Excludes. I almost feel guilty playing this deck in the Just for Fun room. But I have to play all the decks there. It has to be equal for every deck. And even if I win a lot now, after the 23 first decks, we'll come to the more roguish decks. There are some decks that are more roguish even in the 23. As for example, Beast Down. The next deck I'm gonna play after this is Beast Down. If you miss a deck, it's probably on sngprop or on MagicGatheringStrat, whatever channel you're watching now. The videos are on 2 channels, MagicGatheringStrat and sngprop, because I don't want to flood MagicGatheringStrat with 400 Pauper videos more. But for the first day, I will flood MagicGatheringStrat to show that the Pauper Gauntlet has started. This looks pretty good. Bad that I am not on the play. But I'm keeping it. There's a Guildgate. And I'm going to play an overpowered card named Mr. Delver. And here he is. He's delving into the secrets, turning into Insectile Aberration. But now a couple of lords and I will be gone. Yeah, this could easily lose. If I don't find Cloud of Fairies, I think I should preordain or ponder and stuff. First preordain, then ponder. Because ponder sets up the Delver better. Does it? Muscle Sliver. Cloud of Fairies would be awesome here. I don't even care if it doesn't flip the Delver. But it's Island, and I don't want to reveal it. So we gotta set up the flip. First we preordain. Putting that on the boss. Wow. We have 3 lands. And I think we have to put it on the bottom because we need to find an instant. But playing this thing seems pretty good. And then we have no idea if the Delver is going to flip or not, but getting rid of a Muscle Sliver early seems like a good idea. And he does not draw well. So he can't afford to lose many cards. Coronet, really weird card. Judgment, weird set. I was there. Played a lot of Magic during Judgment. It was the early days of Magic Online. So, how will he handle this? No. One less sliver. Seems good. So what now? I think I'm gonna ponder and spell stutter. But it's greedy. Is there any chance I will get in a spell stutter for 1? He yearns. Becoming reactive with the sliver deck. I think that's a hard way to go. Because it just lessens his aggression so much. Another lord would have been more efficient there, I think. Maybe that's why he discarded, because he needed the muscle sliver so bad now. But I can just outcard him so easily, so 1 for 1ing my threats. It's not the road to victory, I think. Oh! Probably the best thing I could have drawn. There are so many good things I could draw. Untap 2 lands. Cast Preordain. Well, I want them for sure. And now I'm gonna spell stutter something really hard. Well, that happens every turn. That looks crappy. So do I spell stutter anything? Because I can coronet his other thing he plays. Yes, go for the spell stutter when you can. He just has 1 card left, and I have coronet. I feel confident about this. And there is Sinew. And now they both die next turn. Sweet. Oh, the value. Now if I just find the ninja, it gets insane. But I know I was finding a Delver, I was just kidding. Go away. And let's ponder the existence of a ninja. We want the Delver to flip. So let's do this correctly now. We need an instant of any kind. And I don't think we want this. So we are shuffling. And watching the slivers die. Poor slivers. Okay, if I untap with counterspell here and it doesn't play Lord or Reach Sliver, I think I'm fairly well off. Serrated arrows. It's a Lord. But what can he really do here? Okay, come on, flip my Delver. Flip! Flip it! No. This is tough, but I think I need to go for the card here. But if I don't find a land, I am naked to aggression. I am outcarding him pretty bad though. Yes, please. Interesting. Let's ponder this then and find the land that way. Wow. Okay. Well, an army of ninjas sounds like an awesome thing. So we don't want to shuffle. Lord again. Would that be a problem? Maybe. Well, if I untap now, I should just counter my way to paradise. It doesn't play anything. And I find the ninja of the deep hours. No, I don't want to reveal it. And I get to hit with my ninja. That sounds insane, actually. It has to be the Cloud of Fairies, because then I can keep counter magic up. So we need Jutsu, the Cloud of Fairies. And we get to draw 2 cards. Pretty broken. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, snap. Cast this. This deck is nasty. Snap the muscle sliver. And keep counterman up. All is good. And just spell stutter that guy. What a nasty deck this is. Another muscle sliver. What is it? What is it? What is it? Yes. Okay, so we play the serrated arrows. And swing with the team. I think that is all she wrote. He's not blocking. So I get to draw another 2 cards. I already played land, no. Played Delver. And yeah, I can use the serrated arrows on his turn. I have no idea what he could do now to survive. Probably nothing. Yeah, sign your sliver. And I win the match. Delver moves to round 3, but as this is double elimination, I will play round 2. Just for practice. Thank you for watching.